Today we're going to be working on guitar on the A minor pentatonic scale, and we're going to do some rhythm work, and we're going to be finding some chords around the neck. So without further ado, I'll get started. Actually, a little more ado. What is this channel? This is where I show you the ugly reality of learning any skill. In this case, it's going to be guitar. There's drums involved. I mean, it's all music on this channel, but, it's basically just grinding, Let's do it. The first thing I'm going to do is set the metronome to 60 beats per minute, and I'm going to try to make the beat disappear. I'll show you what I mean. So, let's start it. You can hear the quarter notes at 60 beats per minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play eighth notes on a muted string, and I'm just going to try to mask the sound. So anytime you hear the beat, I failed. I'm playing out of time. Anytime you do not hear the beat, I'm playing straight in time. I think you're going to hear the beat a lot because I'm just starting this, but here, I'll show you what I mean. I know it sounds crazy that it's going to mask it if I hit it, but it will. You just got to bear with me. Like a month of doing this, a couple minutes a day, I think you should be able to play pretty much right in time with a metronome. And it would work if I was better. So a month of doing this, and hopefully I'll be hitting all these beats. I'm going to do this for 30 more seconds. Okay, I pretty much heard every metronome beat there. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be a little more accurate. Let's move on to the A minor pentatonic. I'm going to play it around in different positions around the neck, and I'm going to stop and focus on kind of treble spots. So let's turn the metronome up to 80 and just do eighth notes up and down. First thing I'm going to do is find my A on my E string. And I'm going to start here in this position. Okay, that was a little brain fart there. I don't know if I would call that a trouble spot, but because I screwed up, I'm gonna work on it. So what I'm gonna do here is turn the metronome down a little bit, and you don't actually have to work on the whole scale, right? I don't have to play this. Trying to, like, hoping I get better at this part. So I'm just going to do those upper three strings there for like 1 minute and just hammer that. So let's do it. Okay. Let's turn the metronome up a little bit. Okay, now let's go to our original tempo. Let's try it again. Just twice up and down on the eighth notes. What am I doing? Okay, that's all the time we have to dedicate to that position. I'm going to start from the next note up. So starting on 2, find that position. Okay, let's start the metronome back up. See where our treble spots are there. So. Okay, I think actually the real trouble spot for me here is this transition from the okay, I don't want to like ingrain the wrong thing into my mind. Let's see. Here we go. Starting from... Yeah, I'll start from the beginning to count it up. Okay, let's try that one from the start here at our original tempo. I think doing that does kind of throw me a little bit, but it does really help that, like this section that I'm missing. throw it all the way. All right, one more time. Okay, I think I caused more problems than I solved with that one. But overall, I think it was kind of just a fluke. Next position up is starting on 3. I already know where my problem is going to be here, but let's do it just to make sure. Ooh, that's not where I thought it was going to come out. I think this is just because I know I'm on record. Okay, what I know is really the issue here, from experience, is just slower. I'm just kind of spacing out, I guess. Okay, start it up again. Alright, I stopped the video. I thought I was going to cut that out, but I'm not. I'll leave that stuff in. Okay, let's just start that scale. Okay. Okay, that's all the time I'm going to dedicate to that. I mean, if you think it's bad now, then, you know, you should have heard it before. Let's get to the next position up here. Where are we? We're on 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 goes to 5. Okay. I'm not even sure I'm going to play this whole one. I'm just going... Well, actually, I am. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to suffer through it. You with me. Okay? If you watch my fingers, you can kind of see where it is. If you don't know. Okay. I screwed up in a different spot than what I would identify as a treble spot for me, but this is where I'm going to practice. Okay. Some of you are hearing a little bendy. I'm not really bending, I'm just pressing down too hard. Okay. Is that all of them? No. It's not. There's one down here. I'm gonna play it down here at least. Okay, let's do one more. Okay. I think what I'm going to do here is focus on the transitions from where there's like where it's two semitones, and then on the strings where there's a three, a step and a half. So here it goes: 3, 5, 2, 5, 2, 5. Those are the fret numbers, not the string numbers. So let's do it again. I'm going to bump it up on the tempo because that's a little bit of an easier one, I think. No, I'm not going to do it again. I'm just going to practice that. Okay, let's just... Okay, that works. All right, there's something to be said there for staying focused while you practice. Focused practice. Not just kind of drifting in and out. Okay, I'm going to move on to finding some chords around the neck. So let's do E and G. So we'll just switch from E to G a couple of times, and we'll do that same thing around the neck. So I know that my sixth open string is a G, an E, so I will have an E-shaped chord right there. That's the open E chord. And then there's a G here. You can also make a G-shaped chord on the 3rd fret of the 6th string here, and that'll be a G chord. So now let's move up a position here. I know there's an E also on the 5th fret of the second string here, and I can make a D-shaped chord around that. So that's an E chord, and I can even have the open 6th string in that, because that's an E. And then on that same G, I can make a E-shaped bar chord. So let's try moving between those two chords. The E on the D shape. That's why we do it. That's why we practice. Because we don't start good. So on that same E, I can actually form a C-shaped bar chord, like this. Let's find the next G up. So I was using this G here. I know there's another G here. What can that get me? Well, that can be like a root for another D-shaped bar chord right here. Where was my E? Yeah, it's a C shape. Wait, that can't be right. No, okay, it's right here. Okay, so what's happening here, actually, I'm going from like a C-shaped chord, then I'm skipping up a fret and doing D-shaped chord, or at least I'm trying. geez. I bet this makes you feel pretty good about your practice. Let's skip to the next G chord. Is here on a C-shaped chord. I can use the same G. My old E was this D, right? I can use that same D as a C. No, I'm saying this stuff all wrong. I can do a C-shaped bar chord using that D as a root. Okay, so I have a C-shaped G chord, and then I can do an A-shaped E chord here on the A on the 7th fret, or the E of the 7th fret of the 5th string. So let's get it going. Okay. Next set of chords here is going to be what was I using? I was using this E. So I can do a G-shaped E right here. And I was using this, and I can go up here and do an A shape. So what am I doing? A G, and then going a fret up and doing an A. Why is it just one fret up? Because between E and G there are 3 semitones, and the chords that I'm doing here are G-shaped. Let's see, G-shaped. And what did I say I was going to do? I was going to use an A shape, 1 fret up. Well, G and A are 2 semitones apart. So by doing that, I get my 3 half notes. Okay. Let's just do this last one pretty quickly so I don't get too sore. Okay, I think that's going to be that for now. Okay, so now on muted strings, I'm just going to play out a couple of rhythms, just for a minute or two at a time. First rhythm I'm going to play is just straight dotted quarter notes. Play it at maybe 80 beats per minute. So this should sound like, let's see, 1, 2, and 2. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Work it out. No. Okay. Next, I think I'm going to do a half note followed by a dotted quarter note and then an eighth note. So each measure we should start anew for 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3. Okay. Cool. Nice. That's all the time we have for practice today. Just real quick, I'm going to play through the major scale up 2 octaves just for fun. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to do something here. Nope, I'm going to try to get it even. Sorry. If skip this part. I'm just going to remix it into a short. I'll try that again. All right, sorry. I'm just going to do it one more time for vanity's sake.